Hey, action! What up? This is Rona and welcome to Diary of an Inner Fat Girl. Woohoo! We have our own studio now and I'm so excited because I'm like taking my vlog to a whole nother level. And today we are gonna start off with a very, common meal eaten by a lot of Africans, specifically Nigerians. And that is something we like to call swallow. Swallow is one of the most common meals eaten in Nigeria, and it's usually kind of a grain of some sort. The common ones are eba, amala, semo, pounded yam. So there's a few of the ones that people like. And so what we've done is, if you're familiar with the ketogenic diet or low carb diet, these are some of the things that I have found that's helped me maintain my weight and also enjoy eating. And so we're going to be doing a tutorial today on vegetable swallows, but we're going to use fresh vegetables and it basically sticks together and you eat it with like a sauce. And so you swallow it. That's where the name comes from. So now I'm actually going to show you how to make one particular swallow, also known as okele.
Oh baby, tell me what you like now.
So this is mushrooms. And we're going to be using organic raw mushrooms. I've never tried canned, so I don't want to try now. If you look up here, the caloric value of these mushrooms and the carbohydrates and stuff is going to be here present, because I need people to understand that you do get carbs in vegetables, and that's something you need to also be careful about when you're cooking. Here we've boiled about 2 cups of mushrooms and we've boiled it with hot water and we've just kind of left it till it's gotten soft. It's really important to let the mushrooms get soft, otherwise when it's time to blend it, it gets lumpy. So now I'm going to invite my right-hand man, because I don't want to form like I'm always in the kitchen, because I'm really not. And I basically taught Felix to cook everything and he's super dope. So welcome Felix, woohoo! All right Felix, do your thing. So you need to get a sieve and go ahead and filter the water out. And so normally I use a food processor, but I realize a lot of people don't have food processors, they have blenders. So I want to show you that this can be also done with a blender. Okay, so once we've done that, we're going to pour all of the mushrooms. And you can see, look at what 2 cups comes to. It actually dwindles once you started boiling it. Let me see if you can move this out the way for me, that would be great. And so now what we've done is we've gotten some water and we're gonna put some water in there. We put this on here and, is it on? Okay, so now we're going to blend it, okay? Ready? Okay, perfect. So now, let's take this off, move this. So now we've got this consistency. Can you see it already kind of starting to look like amala? We've got this kind of soft consistency. So what you're going to do is turn on the fire, put the contents back into the pan, and we're going to add a very important product, which is psyllium husk. And so what we've done is I've put a bit here. This is about 2 tablespoons, but we're not going to add everything at once because it might make it too thick. It just depends on how you like your swallow. So Felix, you can start adding. So psyllium husk is basically a dietary fiber that's very good for you, and it's something that you can use regularly. Do you need a little bit more? Have you added everything? Okay, we still have a little bit left. And as you can see, the same way that you would use that consistency to make swallow is the same way Felix is doing it right now. Felix makes this for me, he makes it for my kids, and it's a great way to get your vegetables in without having to feel like, oh, I'm sacrificing swallow. And the most beneficial thing about swallow is once you've eaten it, your stomach stays nice and flat, the same way it does when you eat salads, because it's a nutrient-dense food, so it doesn't encourage you to like swell. So now once the mushroom and the psyllium husk have come together nicely, it starts to look like amala. So we're gonna go ahead and put it onto cling film like we would normally do. And this is something you can meal prep. Sometimes I make 2 or 3 at a time and leave them in the freezer. You can just defreeze them in the pot if you see fit. What I'm gonna do now is to present to you the cabbage swallow as well as cauliflower swallow, accompanied with some traditional Nigerian soups. Okay, you guys, so this is showing you the different types of swallows you can make, and I've even accompanied them with some traditional stews. So I'm going to go ahead and taste what I just made, which is our mushroom amala swallow. So here goes nothing. And what I love about it is that, you know, aesthetically, it still looks the same. So you don't feel like, I'm eating something different. And the stew of choice with this is egusi, one of my favorites. Egusi is, you know, something that I would definitely take caution with. But at the end of the day, now that you're eating it with the side of vegetables, why not? Enjoy yourself. So here goes nothing. Wish me luck. When food tastes good, I dance, and I really, really enjoy that. And what I love about it, it's so satisfying. I've tried it with so many of my friends. Excuse me, I'm just gonna wash it down with some water. And they really enjoy eating it. I make it for my children. It's a great way to sneak in vegetables. So I now want to just expand on the different swallows that I have. Then we're gonna move on to cauliflower swallow. So this is our cauliflower swallow, which is basically supposed to kind of mimic pounded yam or eba. It really depends. I've made it for various people, and some people say poundo, some people say eba. And this is accompanied with some ogbono stew. So we're going for the proper stews. We're going for things that people really enjoy. And I think that one of the things that we need to do when we're doing weight loss food or food to lose weight is something that's sustainable, something that we're going to enjoy and we'll keep on requesting. And so this is the poundo with the made out of cauliflower. And then we'll move on to here. This is our cabbage swallow. A lot of people say that it could be eba or it could be tuwo. So I think it just kind of depends, once again, on your personal taste. I remember I had this week with some friends and we all really enjoyed it. And the most important thing, our guts were still on flat. As soon as we were done eating, we weren't lethargic, we didn't feel like going to sleep. And this is accompanied today with some eforiro, which is a great source of iron from the vegetables. Another great thing about cabbage, it's a great source of vitamin C and vitamin K, and also it's got a lot of anti-cancerous compounds. So things that, you know, keep those cancerous cells away from us, you know, you can find them in cabbage. And as I said to you before, all of these things are made fresh, they're not powdered. These are something that you can control, you know, completely what's being put in your mouth. And also what I love about it is that it's a very simple meal. So just go out and get psyllium husk, which you can buy at most health food stores. And I know they sell them all over Lagos. You know, enjoy eating, you know, your traditional food without having to give up so much in order to stay healthy. So I hope this helps someone, and I hope you guys enjoyed this cooking segment. So thank you so much.
Bye.